So this isn't a very super crazy, well thought out plan. Obviously, I mean, I definitely put the money into my recording studio and everything, but that's all I put the money into. There's a link below this video to an actual citizens initiative that I want to work on. A few years back, before California, this last year, created a license to do collecting. Um, you could help people collect, and I would find people because I did small claims enforcement of judgment, legal document assistance. I still do. ApexLawService.com has a corporate LDA registration, and I do contract paralegal work as well as skip tracing, process serving, and I'm working on contract assistant work to private investigators. So we can do a little more than just skip tracing for service of process. We can do asset location. I'm working on getting a corporate private investigator's license. But when I was doing collections for a lady, she sued someone and she sued for $10,000, which is the max. She got the judgment, but if she had had the money to sue in limited civil, she would have been able to sue for $30,000. And what it was is that she paid these people $10,000, and she paid them to do something that is not a lawful form of business. It wouldn't be any other type of nefarious activity. None of the individual activities were wrong, but the commissioner of industry in California disallows what is called an advanced fee commission talent agency. Um, what that means is that a talent agent is supposed to take a client, find them work, get them to do the work, get them paid, and then they take their percentage of the client's the money, that whoever paid the client to do the work pays the client, the agent gets some money. You have to find people work though. So what people do um, is they get someone to pay them money up front, and they do partial other work for them, but they call it part of, it's like sort of part of the inducement on a human level. They do headshots, and they'll do make a social media set of accounts and things, and they'll, well, it's mainly those things. And they'll do like maybe some coaching, acting, voice lessons, and whatnot. And then they'll say, okay, so we've earned this now, but we haven't finished earning it. Whatever amount they get paid, however they pitch it to someone, but they're not supposed to do it that way. And so this lady paid these guys $10,000. She could have sued for $30,000, or cut it to $25,000 and gone limited civil, or gone $30,000 unlimited civil. There's filing fee difference, some other things. But she chose to cut her claim all the way to $10,000. And to me, I mean, okay, we weren't able to help her find. I helped her find the people, but we weren't able to help her collect. Um, there was sort of a backstory. I was a little bit worried about it. The person, one of the people who was the talent agent, unlicensed, I guess, as well as advanced fee commission, had been part of this conspiracy back in Ohio to do insurance fraud, and one of their conspirator partners was a doctor, and he was supposed to go steal a cadaver, and the other partner was supposed to like fake his death, and they were going to get this insurance money. Well, the doctor just like felt like it was too risky to steal a cadaver, and it risked his medical license too much, so he'd get caught. So he murdered some guy from a gay bar out in Ohio, and they switched the bodies. Well, the other co-conspirators did not know that he went, and this isn't a personal frolic. This isn't like deciding to rob a convenience store en route to stealing a cadaver just because you wanted to like get some beer and drink first before you steal the cadaver. That's not it's, or like it's part of the steps in furtherance. So these guys all went to prison, but only one of them. I mean, really, on a human level, it's pretty crazy to steal a cadaver and to fake your own death, right? That's crazy enough. But then These guys are really not like humanly the murdering type. They had like a clothing line. Well, so they did some prison time. The doctor died in prison. It's Boggs. You can look at Dr. Boggs on YouTube. It's like, yeah, you can Google it. There's some documentary. It's freaky, but one of the one of the people was one of the other people. So I was worried at first about that, so I was researching this thing. I'm like, wow, this is so shady. And I saw how she got pulled into paying them the money and having these big hopes. It just struck me as there being an injustice. But that's just really a side story, what they did before. Um, it just struck me as an injustice, and something that I think it's a big draw. Hollywood is a big draw. I know it is to people in all 50 states and all over the globe. They come to LA. And if people have any savviness about our legal system, run into these unscrupulous um, advanced fee commission talent agents. And maybe some of them actually do get people started off. That's a different issue. The word unscrupulous, I'm using it as a blanket statement. I think people are unscrupulous to not follow the law with respect to the profession of talent agent. So, but um, I think that it should be possible because people are coming out here spending all the way down to their last dimes to find work, that they should be able to sue for the entire amount for three times $10,000. So they should be able to sue for up to $30,000 still in the small claims court just for this one type of complaint. Now I don't know if there are other types of things like that, but this is one of those things where it's a real people level thing. Like, okay, someone thinks that someone wanting to start an acting or a modeling career is being fanciful. Well, maybe if you're from a conservative family in the Midwest, you're the fanciful one who went out to Hollywood. But it really is a people level thing. Like you're coming out to California on a wing and a prayer, saving up some money, getting out here. Like, oh yeah, these guys, they can find me work, right? So I just think that's the point of the small claims court. So I want to make a citizens initiative that stretches that limit to $30,000 for that cause of action. And I also want to add the fifth equitable remedy of replevin. And I'm not even going to talk about that because this is about how I want to be James Polk, the patron saint of all these hot model chicks who come out to LA and then get taken advantage of by these advanced fee commission talent agents. Doesn't that sound good? Doesn't it sound that sounds right for someone who majored in religion in college, right? And I went to the University of San Diego, Catholic schools, law schools, paralegal training program. It's just ethical. It's right to become the patron saint of all these hot model chicks. That's it. That's my new goal. It's been my goal, but I need to pull people together to try to write this citizens initiative. It could be dead. It could be the fatal peril right away. It could be dead right out of the gates. Like, there might be no way that the legislature would go above 10,000. There also might be no way they'd ever add replevin as a fifth equitable remedy. I think we could charge as a state, like $500 for a replevin case. It's pretty easy. It's more of an ex parte thing. You're trying to get back personal property, trying to replevy the property that somebody else took and stopped paying you on. You don't want a civil money judgment. You really want the property back. So, you know, used car dealers would do it and they go get the property whatever way is proper for replevin, whatever way is proper to replevy something rather than using self help repo, using a repo man. There just are reasons why some car dealer would do that. So, it'd be easy on the court system. It would gain us some money. Um, yeah, that's it. The patron saint of all these hot model chicks.